Hi guys, and welcome to today's video. Today is another Will I Buy It video, so let's get into it. As usual, I will be referring to a couple of Instagram accounts that I follow. One is Meet Beauty Talk 2. This is her backup account because for some reason her original one was suspended. So I'll pop that up there. So note it down because she's definitely worth taking a look at over on Instagram. And I'm also going to put them in my description box below if you want to click on those links. And the other Instagram account I'm going to refer to today, and that is Just Here for Beauty. So first of all, let's take a look at Chanel Holiday. Now this has been launched in Harrods, and I think it's also available at boutiques in the US, and I imagine it won't be too far until it is online. So there is a few pieces in the Chanel Holiday collection, and I think people are looking at it and thinking, I really love the look of this, or they're like, no, this is definitely not for me. So first of all, we'll take a look at the highlighter, and this is oversized and it is called Diamond Dust, and this is going to retail for $95. Now from swatches I've seen, I think this is quite a glittery type of highlighter. So unless you like that glitter and you're probably going to get a little bit of fallout, then you probably won't like this one. The embossing on it is really beautiful. So if you collect Chanel and you just like the look of it but aren't going to use it very much, then you'll probably want to add this to your collection. Now this is like a champagne type of color, and I think it may also have, from the swatches that I've seen, maybe a little bit of a pink reflect in it as well. But apart from using this on the face, I also think you could use this on the eyes as well, and I think it would pair well with something else in this collection, and I'll get to that a little bit later. And then we've got the oversized, the eyeshadow and blush palette, and this is called Enchanted Night, and this is going to retail for $88 US. And in this palette you've got a fuchsia, and then you've also got a coral, and then you've got, it looks like a deep purple, and then there looks to be a silver shade as well, more of, I think it's more metallic. And also this, I think, has a wet type of finish, so it's going to give a lot of payoff on the lids. Now from swatches that I've seen on this on Instagram, this palette is quite pigmented, so it's not one of those Chanel palettes that you get sometimes and some people moan because there's not much payoff. There is quite a bit of pigment. Now I think this color story is really pretty, but I can see why some people will be like, no, this is definitely not for me. I think it's gorgeous. I love that deep purple shade, and I also think that that pink, if used quite lightly, would go beautiful on the cheeks, and so would the coral color as well. Now not only with the silver shade would it be beautiful on the eyes, but if you weren't going to get the oversized highlighter, then you could use that shade as a highlight on your cheeks as well if you just went really carefully. But I think this is really pretty. Then we've got the Ombre Premier Lac, and this is in the shade Milky Way. This is going to retail for $38 US. Now this is quite a deep shade, and I think the description says that there's a sparkle in it. I don't think there is a lot of sparkle in that one though. But what I thought is that if it looks really deep on the eye, what you could do is pop that on, and then over the top with that oversized highlighter, you could also put that on your eyes as well. I just think you'd need to go quite carefully. You could use your finger or a sponge tip applicator and then pop that over the top, and then that would lift that deeper shade, and I think together they could look really pretty. Then there's going to be 3 shades of the liquid eyeliner. Now the shade in Noir Profonde, that is a re-promote, but the other 2 shades, we've got Bronze View and we've got Prune, and I think it's Mystery or something like that. Those are 2 new shades, and of course these are limited edition. Now I'm not going to pick these up because I don't use liquid eyeliner, and the only reason that I don't use liquid eyeliner is because I'm not very good at applying it. What I need to do is buy one and just practice with it, because people that use it, I do think that it gives a really beautiful look. Then they've got 4 shades in the L'Extrait, and at least 2 of these shades I would pick up, if not 3 of them. You've got a rose shade, then you've got more of, I think it might be more of an orangey coral shade, And then you've got the other one, Rouge Spectral, as well, and that's probably more of a wearable shade for me. And then you've got a deep shade, and I think it's Nuit, and that's Pourpre, which is more like got a little bit of purple in it, so I probably wouldn't pick that one up. And out of the 4 shades, I would pick up at least 2 of them, possibly 3, but I'll stay away from the deeper shade. Now, the L'Extrait formula is really beautiful. It's creamy. They're more of a slimmer lipstick. If you haven't purchased these before, they are really gorgeous formula. They are quite pricey. They retail for $58 US each, and I have about 2 or 3 of them, and I really enjoy them. So out of the 4 shades, I'll pick up 2, possibly 3. And then we've got 2 of the Rouge Allure Lacs. These are going to sell for $48 US each. You've got the shade Spell, and then you've got the one Crystal Pink. Now, out of these 2 shades, I would pick up the one in Crystal Pink. I think this has a bit of a glitter to it as well, and it's more of a fuchsia shade, and I think that would be really pretty. So out of the 2, I would pick up the Crystal Pink. I think the Spell shade looks really lovely as well. It's just that, again, just a little bit too deep for me. It is beautiful, but not one that I would really reach for that often. But out of the 2, I think the Crystal Pink is the one that I'd purchase. And then in the collection, you've got 2 nail polishes. You've got one Charmer, which is more of a fuchsia pink again, and then you've got Storyteller, which is a really deep shade. Out of the 2, I don't know whether I will pick up one of these. If I was going to, it would be the one Charmer, which is more of the fuchsia pink. I'd probably stay away from the darker shade. I do wear deeper shades in nail polishes sometimes, but I think if I had to choose out of the 2, it would be the pink one, and that one is Charmer. And I'm just having a look at the page now just here for beauty, and there's also going to be some Chanel No. 5. These are refillable wallet sprays, and these look really pretty. I don't know whether we'll get them here in New Zealand. So you've got one with the black casing and the gold and the little No. 5 charm on there, and then you've also got one in white. So these are the refillable travel sprays, and I think they may come with 2 refills as well. So if these do come to New Zealand, then out of the 2, I would pick up the one with the white case. I really like the white packaging when it comes to Chanel. There's going to be some other sets as well. You've got the Chanel, the Coco Mademoiselle set. You've also got some body oils and the Chanel 1957 perfume set, and then you've also got together the No. 5 case perfume and body oil sets as well. I think these sets are really lovely, and I do think they also make really beautiful gifts. And then same with the page just here for beauty, there's also going to be quite a few of the holiday gift sets, and these come in these pouches. These are always really popular. Now, we don't get these here in New Zealand. Sometimes we just get the pouches themselves. I don't think we got any last year, but the year before we did, and I picked up, I think it was a red and gold one. Now this year, I'm not sure whether there are different colors. From looking at this photo, it looks like there's just going to be the one shade for the pouch, but I think the difference with this is that there's going to be a little charm on the zip as well, and by the looks of it, there's going to be 9 different sets. So depending on what you like or what you would use, then that's the set obviously that you're going to go for. I do really like the lip glosses, the trio that come together. I think there's at least one shade in there that I haven't purchased yet, and I really love the formula of the glosses. But if you want skincare, then they have that, or there's also the one with the eye makeup remover in it as well, or one with lipsticks and mascara, and there's also one that comes with the small compact mirror as well. I think these make really lovely gifts. And I've heard that some people think that they are a rip-off, but some people just absolutely love these, and I can see why. It's a lovely piece of Chanel to have in your collection, and if they're products that you use, then you're definitely going to get use out of them, and you may want the pouch to add to your collection, or as I said, it also makes a really lovely gift as well. Now, if these were available in New Zealand, but as I said, they aren't, I'm just having a look at which one or two that I would get. As I said, I think I'll get the one with the lip glosses in them because I think that formula is beautiful. And possibly the other one that I would get. It has the Hydra Beauty Micro Serum in it. And it also has the Camellia Water Cream. Now, I've used the Camellia Water Cream before. That is gorgeous and it's just beautiful on the skin. Now, when it comes to Chanel skincare products, it can be a little bit hit and miss. There's been a couple that I've purchased that are just sort of average and haven't sort of wowed me, but that Camellia Water Cream is just beautiful. And also included in this is the Chanel, that's the eye makeup remover. Now, I mentioned this in an empties video, I think it was just a few days ago, and that was one of my empties, and I would repurchase that again. So this set is really good. It's got the micro serum in it. And I think I've tried a sample of that before too, and that is very light and hydrating as well. But that Camellia Water Cream is just gorgeous. And as I said, the makeup remover, that's one that I've used before. So I think that is a really great set. So next we're going to have a look at Hourglass. And this popped up on Instagram, and I think it was Army Beauty Talk had it on her stories. And I thought, this can't be right. This has to be a joke. So I Googled it, and yes, up it came on the Hourglass site, and I'm going to put a picture up of it now.
No, don't like that.
I don't understand this at all. This is the Barney's collab that they did with the palette, but now they've got tissue paper. I just think this is really, really odd, and probably not going to talk about it much more, and we'll just leave it at that. So now we're going to talk about advent calendars, and I'm going to talk about two. First of all, I'm going to talk about the Guerlain one, and I'm going to put a picture up of it now. This is breathtaking. I think this is just so beautiful. Now, I can't get this here in New Zealand. If I could purchase this, I would snap this up. I think it is gorgeous. I looked at the one released last year and also the year before, and always thought if I could purchase one of those, I would. Now, I didn't think I'd be able to, but with some help from a friend, I think I may be able to get one. And if that's the case, I'm definitely going to purchase it. I think this is gorgeous. Now, advent calendars, for some reason, can be quite polarizing. People just seem to either hate them with a passion or they absolutely love them. I love advent calendars, absolutely love them. And for the past few years, I've picked at least one up, and I really enjoy them. They look beautiful in the lounge area where I keep most of my Christmas decorations and also the Christmas tree. And they just look really beautiful. Now, when I saw the picture of this one, I showed it to my husband. Now, when it comes to makeup and beauty, he doesn't know much about it at all. Now, he really liked the Diptyque Advent Calendar. I picked that up not last year, but the year before. So I showed him this Guerlain one. I said, you've got to take a look at this picture. Have a look at this Advent Calendar and see what you think. And he had a look at it and he said, you've got to get that. You have to get that. He said, that is just absolutely, he said, that is stunning. And I said, well, I don't think I'll be able to. And then about a day later, I said, I think now I may be able to pick it up. And he said that was just so good, because not that he uses any of the products in them, but he really loves it when I display these really beautiful advent calendars as well. So fingers crossed I'll be able to buy this one. Now, I'm not going to go through with what's in that Guerlain Advent Calendar because I don't want to ruin the surprise. Someone may pick it up and not want to know what's in there. But there is a range. I think there's some candles, there's also lipstick, and also some different perfumes as well, and probably a few other things. But as I said, I don't want to go into too much detail. This is a really pricey advent calendar, and someone watching this video may want to pick it up and not know what's in there. I think it is 25 days, so they'll want to go through the 25 days in December and be surprised with each drawer that they open. But this is just beautiful. And next I want to take a look at the Diptyque Advent Calendar. As I was saying, I didn't pick up one last year. I picked up one the year before, and as well as I talked about it in a previous Will I Buy It video, I really want the Jo Malone one. Well, now I really want the Diptyque Advent Calendar as well. This is gorgeous. So on the Diptyque website, where you can pre-order it, it says this year the calendar comes in a striking design modeled after a sewing box. Isn't that just so beautiful? And inspired by the world of artists, this is Lucy Sparrow. And then they go on to say that after the festivities, this precious object with its golden attachments and many secret compartments can be used to store treasured possessions, giving it a second life. And this is just gorgeous. So I'm not too sure. Am I going to pick up all 3 Advent calendars? I don't know. I'm really tempted. I just love all 3. Like I was saying, definitely if I can get the Guerlain one, I'm definitely going to pick that up. I really want a Jo Malone one because I haven't purchased a Jo Malone one before. And I really enjoy the Diptyque ones as well. Now in there they have, I think there's 1 or 2 Christmas decorations normally. There's also some candles and also perfumes as well. And usually 1 or 2 different body creams. Now, just like with the other Advent calendars, and I've spoken about it before, if you really love the brand and love the items, then if you get something that you've already got, well then it doesn't matter because you know that you're going to use it, and if you don't like it, then you can re-gift it to someone else, and that makes a really beautiful gift. But I think they're also really good with, if there's quite a few of the products that you haven't tried before from that brand, this is a really great way. You get smaller sizes and then you'll know whether you like them or not. As I said, if you don't, you can re-gift them. If you do, then you can use it. And then if you really love it, then later on down the track, you can buy it in the bigger size. I just think, as you can tell, that Advent calendars are just fabulous. So I'll leave today's video there. What are you going to purchase and what are you going to pass? Do you really love Advent calendars like I do? Or do you think they are a waste of money? Let me know in the comments below. And as usual, all the makeup that I'm wearing today, that is listed and linked below. And any items that are available for pre-order, I will have them in the description box as well. So that's it for today's video. I would love it if you gave it a like and subscribed. And I will see you next time. Bye.